Hey everybody, clearing. All right, let's get into a connection spread between the masculine and feminine and see how each are viewing the other at this time. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for how the divine feminines and masculines are viewing each other? The common ground, deepest level of connection between the two, and what is the challenge or theme coming up for the polarities, the union space? What can we see that the counterparts will be looking at energetically or in the 3D together? Divine feminines on the left. Oh, and wow, divine masculines on the right, and whoa. Coming up in the future, it's abundance. The Empress came up in the future. So this is all the glory, all the fun part, daughter of the mighty ones. But the Empress is this balanced energy where all of the universe conspires to give backing to the goodness, to the bliss. This is what happens when you follow your bliss. This fertile, amazing energy comes in. That's what the connections are dealing with next. In the current spot, we've got Queen of Cups. It's very interesting to me because the divine masculines came out with King of Cups, and then the connection is the Queen of Cups with the Fool in the reverse. So there's a knowing that a new beginning could start, that a leap of faith could happen here, and it's kind of hidden. There's also this idea of foolishness. Would it be foolish to go forward to this connection? Is it time yet? Is it appropriate? Are we ready? Is it ripe? It's like a dotting the I's and crossing the T's. And then for the masculines, we get the Star in the reverse and the Three of Cups. Okay, so we're still getting a bit of third-party energy, other options, divine masculines wondering if this is time for this destined path, wondering how it fits into the destined path, brainstorming, looking at options, looking at the lack of options, looking at the clear choice that the divine feminine is. Let's get some clarification. So what is this for the divine masculines with the Star in the reverse? We are getting missed opportunities, healing after third-party situations, setting healthy boundaries. So divine masculines are feeling a little bit scorned, I just heard. Love has jaded them a little bit, and they're realizing that they don't want to go all out. They don't want to go all in because they're guarding their heart. They're setting a strong foundation, a boundary. They're looking at what hasn't worked. So there is something regarding other people that's still settling out. I'm hearing something about the things that karmic partners or other partners have said were undesirable about the masculines. They're still feeling insecure. Things that haven't worked with other partners, the divine masculines are still wondering if it's something wrong with them or if their divine feminine will also be dissatisfied in that regard. It's like their deepest core insecurities are coming to the forefront right now. I'm going to get a Starseed Oracle card for support for divine masculines that are really in that tender place of wondering if they'll ever find true safety and love with another, if they're destined to be alone or lonely. And it's not that they don't love you, divine feminines, because they know a new beginning's coming with this unconditional love, but there is a deep, deep lonely insecurity within them that they might not be man enough, good enough, masculine enough for you. Because of things of the past, not because of a truth. So divine masculines, your divine feminine doesn't understand your insecurity, does not see that fault in you, has not got that same opinion. That's what I can feel. So what can we see for divine masculines? Spiritual sovereignty, astral travel, and timelessness. Okay, this is a deep message I'm getting already. This timelessness with your deepest insecurities, divine masculines, that has kind of, I'm getting, transcended your adulthood. The things that have irked you as a masculine energy, the things that have pushed you into your own corner and made you focus on self. Those very insecurities that might make you hesitant to go all in with your feminine, those very things have created a spiritual path, a spiritual overcoming, a spiritual journey in your life, and in that sense has set you apart for the depth it's created, for the character that it's created. Goes hand in hand. Whatever your insecurities are, go hand in hand with your giftings in how you have had to navigate solo, sovereign in your becoming. And with Galactic Council Crest, this is also part of the cosmic plan. There are a fleet of ground crew, incredible souls that have incarnated to look at these silly human insecurities and bring spirit back into them, this spiritually sovereign knowing that none of these insecurities actually matter in a spiritual sense. There are workarounds for every single insecurity. And I'm hearing it's the diversity of life, it's not even the insecurities. So there are spectrums and ranges that we all organize under. We are a rainbow of colors in this reality, and divine masculines, your atypical aspects that are your insecurities, absolutely hold perfection in collaboration with your counterpart, is what I'm hearing. So I just heard like lock and key. So divine masculines, do not fret, do not worry. Just because others have not connected with you in certain ways does not mean that you need to project that onto your divine connection. Okay, let's see what we can, where are those cards for the divine feminines with the King of Cups. So divine feminines are seeing their divine masculines as having so much emotion, but maybe looking the other way, or wondering if other masculine energies, with the King of Cups here looking to outside of the connection, divine feminines are open to masculine love from other suitors, other counterparts. If the divine masculines don't come forward, if they don't get past these apparent insecurities, then the divine feminines know that they will be okay. They're seeing masculine energy becoming all around. There's so much unconditional love growing in the divine feminines that divine feminines are going to be good with or without their divine counterparts. So the Fool in the reverse is kind of, are these connections going to come in, or are the divine feminines going to move forward with other masculine energies? If you're not feeling options, divine feminines, that does not mean this reading isn't for you. That just means, you know, curious for one day if your divine counterpart doesn't come in. That's much more balanced than being in waiting and angst and pain and not, you know, living your life. You deserve love. There is enough unconditional love that you don't need to own your divine counterpart, or that there's room in your heart that it may not be your divine counterpart. So let's get some clarification. King of Cups for divine feminines. Okay. Well, we get the Seven of Swords. This is a card of self-interest. So divine feminines are done guessing what it is for you that is keeping you, divine masculine, from coming forward. And they are just walking on the wind. How funny. I just brought a bunch of feathers like that in from my truck, and they fell on the floor through the hallway and into my kitchen. How interesting. So let's get one more. Divine Feminines, you are the Hanged Man and the Devil. Same beautiful green heart and communication. You're looking at these devil energies, whether your divine counterpart knows what they're talking about or not. I just heard. You're not believing everything on the surface. You're feeling into the energies. You're allowing the divine to show you what is going on. It's like the love is being trusted on a deeper level, and therefore it doesn't need to be captured or glommed onto, because it's not that the love doesn't exist. It's because the person is not in the proper alignment, strength towards the connection, and that's never good. That's never fun. When one person isn't really into it, that's actually not attractive. It doesn't feel good. It never is fulfilling on the deepest level. And so even a divine counterpart, no matter how much the temptation is to will it into being, to try and manifest it with all of our might, if the other person isn't into it, it just doesn't feel the same. So divine feminines are looking for that authentic connection wherever it may lay. Hall of Mirrors with the Devil here. Divine feminines are really being put through it to own their own hearts. What can we see for that is the seat of true unconditional love, I just heard. What can we see for the advice for the divine feminines? Heart of the Pentagon, joy, playfulness, and pleasure. Divine feminines are seeking their freedom, their joy, their playfulness, and their pleasure at all costs, I just heard. So even regarding divine masculine, if you're not into it, divine masculines, your divine feminine is going to take care of their own bliss that way. Okay, the Empress. Let's see really quickly what we can for the divine masculines going forward, because this Empress energy is for the connection. This is in the future, near future, for both counterparts. Okay, we are getting transformation, beginning to open the heart towards the Empress and the abundance and unconditional love for the counterpart. So it goes hand in hand, I just heard, divine masculines, with the insecurities that came up in that beginning message. As you love yourself unconditionally, the love you have for your divine feminine is also growing in its unconditionality. And so everything is balancing. I'm hearing that if your divine feminine doesn't love you unconditionally for your insecurities and joyfully, gleefully work around whatever it is that you feel that you fall short with, then you are forgiving them and understanding that that's not gospel written in stone, doesn't have to be, and possibly not even your divine counterpart, you know? What a beautiful message. So everybody's just relaxing and not having it have to be their divine counterpart. You know, if people have things to say about things, that's on them, not the individual. And it's far better to organize into connections that are mutually unconditional and accepting fully as each other's preference even. So there's this not sweating it if there's rejection or whatnot. That just indicates it's not for that person, you know. It's the rejection, like flat out rejection. We need to honor people's opinions, assertions. We need to hold space if that rejection is coming from a place of insecurity, a place of animosity. If it's truly low vibe and somebody is flat out being rude and mean and nasty, go the other way. Give them space for a time, forever. But if they're not rejecting, if they're loving, if they're accommodating, if they are genuine and you can feel that, soften your heart. Open that darn heart. See where it can go. Have more fun. So divine masculines are learning that if people don't love them for who they are, those people are not worth their time. And as tough love as that is, we've got to let people have it. If they are entitled to their expression. If people repeatedly resist and reject, go the other way. That's hard. We don't want to abandon them if we know that they potentially could love us so deeply. But if that's the wall they're putting up, that is their free will choice to do so. All you can do is your best. Hold space. Let them know it doesn't have to be that way. And shine your light. Live your best life. Do not wait. Rise up. Let them join you. Inspire. Meet them there if they come back around that way. Lots of messages. I'm not sure how that's going to resonate for everybody from all the different angles and facets, but I could feel 6 or 7 or 8 different main storylines and themes for the collective from each vantage point. Lots of different stories in that one. I can feel you, all of you. I know it. That was an interesting message to bring. That was actually one of the most complex, dynamic energies to channel for so many thousands of people. But we're all looking at this unconditional love. Okay, for the divine feminines, the abundance coming in. What can we see? I'm still being asked to channel more for divine masculine. So the reason that relates to abundance is because there's a softening. There's an acceptance that we don't have to be everyone's friend. We don't have to please everyone. If someone's not a fit for us, we don't have to hang on. We don't have to feel like we're not good enough. We just have to organize with those who are a fit. I've been hearing myself say it's like shopping in thrift stores. We don't have to settle for any of the stuff in there. Like you don't have to make the best of it with just that stuff. There's so much surplus. You don't have to get the clothing that's not, the right size, the right fit for you. Okay, what is it, divine feminines, for the Empress energy? We got something falling on the divine masculine. We get the Queen of Cups again. Divine masculine empowerment. So the abundance is coming because your divine masculine is stepping into strength. This investment in self, your own self-love, your own unconditional love, it's leading the way here to allow your divine counterpart to be backed by this humble strength and to come forward. I'm just hearing you're going to see results. The return of the prodigal kings, I'm hearing. So yes, divine feminines, you've been giving to yourself. You've been filling up your own cup of love. You've been allowing that foundation of abundance to come in, and it's magnetizing your divine masculine. They are inspired, divine feminines. This abundance is coming. Okay. Well, let's get into the daily reading. I'm going to do divine masculine check-in. Starseed Oracle. All right, so, card falling out. What was it? Seeker of Crystals. This is kindness. Wasn't that yesterday's or this morning's reading? I actually recorded that one yesterday, so you get another one today. But Seeker of Crystals, kindness. So I believe that reading said something to the effect that we can measure the progress of this journey by how kind we each are. You're excelling on this journey when your kindness is sincere. Your kindness-o-meter is genuine, and you are being kind to self and other in this world and not thinking that it's hogwash. Okay, so what is it that we can see for the divine masculines? How are the divine masculines thinking of the connection? How are they feeling for their divine feminine on the heart space? What are the divine masculines wishing at this time? What are the actions the divine masculines are taking? What is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? And what else can we see strictly for the divine feminines regarding what we'll see for the masculines? Okay, on the conscious mind for the connection, union with depth, lake. I'm getting with this feminine here in the reverse, that the divine masculines know you can't hold your breath much longer. They want to start bringing in this union energy, this connective energy. They want to start lighting your fire. They know there's such a noble thing going on between the two of you. I'm seeing all of the comedies, though, all the royal comedies, and that incredible, fun, playful, heart-beaming royal energy, noble energy. When something is so good, it wells up in your heart. You know, that royal rollick, the royal rollicking energy. They want to bring this to you. It's like a belly laughter in the heart space is what I can feel. It's like they really are getting this fullness. They're feeling that you can receive them more now. They're feeling like you have shifted, divine feminine. They're feeling like you've gotten over your own ego. That's what I'm getting here, is divine masculines have seen that you have humbled divine feminine for some reason. I just heard that you're not so full of yourself anymore. You've come down off your high horse, divine feminine, and you're just darn sweet. That's what I heard. So divine masculines are really seeing you as being bomb-proof, super genuine energy. And for the feminines, there's that Queen of Cups again. This is that inner work you've been doing. So it is getting through. However it has been changing your life, your divine counterpart is aware energetically, through simple communication, meeting up in person. Regardless, they can tell that you are pure gold. They know you've done the work. They see the depth that you have connected to within you, that is non-reactionary, that holds space, that loves unconditionally, that rolls with it, that sees the best in things, divine feminines. I just heard, who wouldn't fall in love with that? Divine feminine, shooty virgin. Oh, so good. Divine feminines, you are ridiculously awesome. And your divine counterpart knows it. Knows that there is no one like you. What are they feeling on the heart space for the divine feminines? Ooh, building from the atomic level, the initiation, the soul fire. Ace of Wands is the sexual connection, the passion kicking up. And from the atomic level, this is reclamation of the physical. This is spiritualization of matter. This is the ascension. This is the spiritual aspect, the eternal, the aliveness, grounding into the cells of the body, and connection coming from that place. Divine masculines see you as fully alive. Divine feminines, I'm just getting this very supercharged feeling Oh, another queen, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm getting two messages. One, that the masculines feel like it's like, I'm seeing the divine feminines filling up their battery pack, this aliveness coming in as they're coming into their own abundance. I'm getting the divine masculines see that in the physical, that you have done so much groundwork with your emotions, and that now it's the physical realm's turn to come into alignment with all of that amazing intention and clarity and wisdom that you've been amassing. It's like the divine masculine's passion is growing as you come into your physical stability, is what I'm hearing. I'm getting on the atomic level, the cellular level, that because there is a new purity with manifestations, that nothing coming in is flimsy anymore for the counterparts, for the divine feminines. In particular, here in this example, choices are being made with 100% yes, meaning yes. There's no doubt, there's no wobbly energy in there anymore. Divine feminines are sure of what is worthy to base decisions on, to make choices regarding. And so this wisdom is creating a solid foundation. And divine masculines are seeing how genuine, again, you are, divine feminine, and how everything in your world is starting to align with that reflection of who you really are. I'm seeing through the eyes of the divine masculines that they're watching you, divine feminine, magnetize the things that exemplify who you really are into your sphere of experience, influence. It's kind of like this. They see this whole world coalescing around you because of who you're becoming, divine feminines. Oh. What are they wishing for the connections? The moon and adventure, south. Okay, so yeah, divine masculines are kind of emotional. They really want to connect. They want to travel towards you. They want you to visit them. They may live south from you. They are really looking forward. They're reaching for you. Their emotions are pulling towards you. So the next full moon is just in a couple of weeks. So divine feminines, this is a building adventure. I'm getting that some will get communication for the first time in a while, or new plans will be worked out, that there is some sort of a further emotionally driven desire to share in more adventure together, planned meetups. This is in the wish department. Divine masculines can't keep this still. There's a volatility here. Their emotions are building. They really gotta have more connection with you. I'm getting with the moon that it's such a card of secrecy that the pressure is on for them to fit your connection into a neat and tidy little box anymore, that they are considering new levels of being seen in broad daylight with you as well, divine feminines. Yeah, their minds are going a little bit wackadoodle, I heard, trying to figure out how they can contain a love like this any longer in the existing package. It's like they are so energized and excited by you that they don't want to keep it under wraps anymore. And they're looking at what kind of wizardry they can tap into in order to experience this. They really are. This wizard is pointing to a mermaid in a cup, and also to the viewer. So it's almost like the masculines are saying you choose divine feminines, and this wizard, whether this is the masculine or not, is inviting you divine feminines. We get this in the messages only seldom, where the divine feminines are truly asked to envision, what do you want from your heart level? What at this point would be an adventure? What is your idea of fun, divine feminines? Get excited about that. It looks like you may be able to collaborate with your divine counterpart soon about some kind of an adventure. If you have been held up in longing and pining and feeling like your counterpart is not going to talk to you again or isn't into the connection, this is saying you're going to have options soon. For some, it will be other people, but for many, this is going to be, you're going to have an opportunity to collaborate with your counterpart as to what you will do to meet up together. How exciting. What actions are the masculines taking at this time? Speaking your word, voice, and 8 of crystals. This is my card of specialization and innovation. There's a crop circle in this crystal. This is divine masculines taking their careers, their purpose to the next level, finding innovative combinations that have never been seen before, taking this to the world, presenting it to the world, showing the world their best, working on something that's so next level, shifting direction, coming into doing things that are in more alignment, speaking their truth more often, I just heard. So this voice, speaking your word. So this is saying what you want to do and following through. This is beginning to have that confidence that manifests surely as an innovator without needing and seeking approval first. So divine masculines, this is very interesting because they are stepping into leadership. They're going to follow through. I'm hearing for many who have promised things. I know not all divine masculines like to promise things because they don't like to promise things that they don't follow through with. But for those who have, they're about to follow through. They're about to surprise you, to sweep you off your feet. They're about to come good on this connection I just heard. They're about to throw caution to the wind, you know, all the things that they would wonder if other people would approve of or not. They're about to say it doesn't matter. They love you anyways, I just heard. So they understand more and more this is their life, and they're the ones that are walking in their brave shoes. But it makes more sense, I'm hearing. It makes more sense for them to follow their unique path. I'm hearing, I don't know what I was so worried about before. My divine feminine is amazing. If others don't approve of my divine counterpart, that's on them. There is no fault, there is no blame in my divine feminine. So they're preparing to express how next level your connection is. There are certain interpretations of this connection that divine masculines have come to that now qualify it in their minds to share with others that might have something to say about it. They now know what it is about your connection that's worth fighting for to the people, to the very people that they have thought would not embrace it, I'm hearing. And temperance. Okay, if you don't believe this yet, divine feminines, both these cards are in the reverse. So this is indicating that there are still healing energies to come in as the divine masculines find their voice, come into their own, realize that they have surpassed those who would have negative things to say about anything. They've become too positive, too alive to buy into those paradigms anymore. You do the same, divine feminines, and balance out. If other people have things to say about things, it's because they are unaware. They are still trying and being frustrated to figure out what the deepest truth is, what deeper meaning is. And just forgive them, for they know not what they do. If people are wasting their energy on all of that, sometimes it's well-intentioned, but a lot of times it's because those individuals have not found peace yet. And so be someone who has found peace, divine feminines and divine masculines. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? Overcoming karma and cleansing storms in the reverse. So things don't have to have a storm. Look at that. Look at all that volatility, and then just this little water droplet, the lotus that blooms. The old energy paradigm said there had to be storms and cataclysms and upheavals and dramas when change happens. Hold that note. We did have the healing chaos a little while ago, this incredible wave of energy that came through one of the readings recently that was talking about, in one generation, uprooting all of the codependency and saying no to that, and then choosing these divine templates, aligning with a higher love. That storm, that first rift across humanity is over. The hardest work has been done. I'm hearing for the 144,000 initial first wave of light workers that have come in to uproot, dismantle, challenge low frequency relationships. That rift is now on the other side. I did get a message a while ago that that wave had crested, and this is the energy of it smoothing out. So this is the challenge, is to see there is no fight like that anymore, divine masculines. That intensity is over, and now it's just simply seeing things for what they are and working with them, sorting them, allowing them, integrating them, processing. We have had a few cards of just letting things sink in. And this is the biggest challenge, that the hard work, the worst of it is over, and now it can just be sorted. Like the nitrogen infused green after a rain, it's now a time of breathing deeply and letting the rejuvenation start. What can we see for this? Yeah, twin flames, divine feminines. This is stepping out of the comfort zone into the adventure, into the uncharted territory, opening the eyes and seeing possibilities more so. What is the spirit guided solution for this challenge of allowing the new, more peaceful paths to emerge? Great wheel and fluidity, outer core. So go with the flow, let the divine orchestrate. The hard work is done. It's like what has been required of us to change, to let go, to see for what it was. That's been done by the collective, and now the divine can come in and bring a fluid motion towards abundance. This is a lucky break, divine intervention in our favor. So go with the flow. The things coming in next for the collective are blessings. The abundance, we saw that in the first part of this reading. Allow the abundance to start coming in. And for divine feminines, here is the 10 of Swords. This is the original separation wound. This is the left for dead, bleeding out. Let go of that. Let go of that mentality. If you're still in that, don't be in that alignment. Go with the flow. Be curious about what's coming next, because it's going to be divinely guided. Don't get all emotional about anything that happens. See it as a blessing in disguise. See it as an answer to your prayer. See it as the path of least resistance towards the becoming. So that indicates there's going to be some counterintuitive things manifest for those in the collective hearing my readings, and they might take you by surprise, but it's the end of this suffering I'm hearing. So let it be what it needs to be. Look for the divine angle in it. If you're confused by it, allow yourself to be reminded to ask for the divine lens to look at situations, circumstances through. How could this be a blessing in disguise right now? What can we see for the direction of the connections? Seeker of orbs and joy, music. Okay, so this is, find some new music, dance, divine feminines, find your joy, look into something further learning, passion projects, keep growing, keep investigating, going towards your bliss. This is a combination that says follow your bliss right now. And Four of Swords, more integration. There's more getting to know ourselves and our own motivations, our own reasons why. Independent pursuits, looking at energy, looking at connection, looking at choices, living these things, fully coming into your own counterparts. That brings us towards others and away from those who are not in alignment. I'm just seeing relationships organizing, soul family connecting, meeting new friends, coming together with new groups of people, and leaving connections that are just no fun. We don't have to hang out in connections that are just no fun. If they're not going to morph into being more fun, there's no harm in just letting them go. Okay, one last card for each. So a divine masculines, what can we see? Chakra Kabbalah, spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. Again, that process has been initiated in the past. This flew out possibly even when you met your divine counterpart. The karmic wheel began to turn. Wow, I'm hearing that this is the great wheel is turning from when you met your counterpart until now, divine masculines. You have been releasing karma. You've been seeing karma for what it is. And now you're going to see the divine will, the divine hand. It's like you're going to see an overview that makes more sense than ever before. And then we get etheric reflector, spiritualization of matter. I'm going to bring those other two cards out here, where we saw this building from the atomic level and this ignition on the cellular level here. This is the spiritualization of matter and the reflected light that you see in your counterpart now that you are becoming more light-filled, more alive. And stand still, suspended animation, holding space, temple of suspended endings. Getting that weightless feeling where you throw things up in the air and it pauses just before it comes down. That's what this feels like. It's like the chips are about to fall. And divine masculines, just allow it. It's like you can take stock right now before there's an exhale and receptivity to the new. What can we see for the divine feminines? Oh my goodness, so many. Karmic completion, another card of karma. So there has been another level of clearing karma, another graduation where something has just been seen very, very deeply for its influence in our lives. Divine feminines, there's something that has come up that was a karmic pattern from the past that has easily and effortlessly loosened, I just heard. So something you even thought last week was an issue has just become a non-issue. So don't hang on to the egoic things of yesterday. I just heard. Let today be new. Treat today as a new opportunity. Don't hold the record of wrongs from yesterday. Allow for today to continually renew in a better and better way. Allow for growth of yourself, of others, karmic situations. Do not reinstate karma. Do not tether karmic patterns by playing out the old karmic fears. In this new energy, it's never been more available to actually release karma by not engaging in the ways that you would have engaged in certain past experiences. If you feel like things are coming back around, if it feels familiar, ask yourself, how would I react differently this time? How can I bring more love, more compassion, more wisdom to all of the things? Because the karma is done. It doesn't mean that there aren't difficult things. It just means that we can handle them with much more compassion. And dimensional planes of perception number 1, linear sequencing, hierarchy, time, and logic. Exactly, Divine Feminines. It's kind of a review of some karmic cycles and seeing ourselves handling things with an increase of compassion and love rather than judgment and war. What else can we see? Portals, possibilities, and options. Yes, exactly. We can't see the portals, possibilities, and options if we just keep repeating the broken record of history. So it's up to you to disengage from those repetitive cycles, Divine Feminines. And Temple of Eventual Destinies, benevolence, spiritual progression, and enlightenment. Allow yourself to continue to grow. Don't hold yourself back in the ways of the past, Divine Feminines. See each new day, each new dawn. And everybody, allow this fluidity to come in with this divine provision. Energy is becoming more positively interactive all the time. Our intentions are gathering steam. We are manifesting a new shared reality. And the more we do this through the eyes of love, the more wind in our sails we all have. It's such a collective effort. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.